Once upon a time, on a planet called Earth, two competitors will enter. One will leave victorious. Nickel City X-Wing. The game starts now.
Hello and welcome back to Nickel City X-Wing. It's Game 2 action. We've got Epyonic versus Will Hagwood. And I have the wrong... Don't bet yet. Don't bet yet. I put the names on wrong. All right, there we go. They're right. Betting is open. It's Will with the scum and villainy. Epyonic with the CIS. Let's go down the list. Starting with Will Hagwood. It's Han Solo with Trick Shot, Kira, Tobias Beckett, Rigged Cargo Chute, and Lando's Millennium Falcon title. Now it's Lando Calrissian with Jabba the Hutt and Rigged Cargo Chute. We've got an autopilot drone. And finally, Bosk with Forlom, Zam, BT-1, and a Rigged Cargo Chute. Lots of rigged cargo chutes here. And for Epyonic, it's Jango Fett with Treacherous, Count Dooku, Thermal Detonators, and Contraband Cybernetics. We've got a Bactoid prototype with landing struts and energy shells, and then 3 Trade Federation drones. 2 have thread tracers, 1 does not, and they all have struts. Betting is open. Who do you got? 5 bets came in fast, all on Will. Don't forget, Epyonic's a good player. If it wasn't for a TTS glitch, he might be a champion of one of these Galaxy tournaments. Here's the thing. We were talking about this beforehand. It is more surface for the strutty drones, but also if it gets dropped on a dropped on a drone whose struts aren't open, the effects still proc. And it is more trick shots for Han. It's a good point. Thank you believes in Epyonic. I believe in Epyonic too. I think this is going to be a closer match than the bets may belie here. And remember, nickels are important this month. If you end up in the top 20, you can get an Oleg Jade alt art card. And if you end up the top nickel getter, you get an Oleg Jade Y-Wing custom done by Pim Miniatures. I find the lack of Jabba in this list disturbing. What do you mean, Zimatique? Jabba's sitting there on Lando. X-Wing Debrief, what's up, man? How are you? Check out these move transitions, bud. Switch to OBS. That looks pretty cool, right? That doesn't look bad. That seems nice. And the autopilot drone is starting off docked. I assume it's going to be on Han. We'll see here. Who's the autopilot drone docked to? I missed it. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thanks. I forgot you needed the title to dock. I thought you could just do it. Yeah, that's what we were going for, Nicolani. We're going for like a comic book style theme. That's why I redid the map. I've changed all the font to a font called, it's a Google font called Bangers. That, and of course, since we're doing bangers all the time here, you know. I really wish you could customize the font in the overlay, but they only give you like a couple to choose from. Banger. We do have a Tobias Beckett, I believe, on Han, so he will get to make one. Next up, banger charge tokens. That's not the worst idea in the world. And Tobias Beckett gonna allow the move of a rock, and it's gonna be that big rock, giving Han as much cover as possible. Looks like dials are being set here. Betting is still open. We've got 6 bets on Will, 3 on Epyonic now. Evening out a bit. I do want to become famous. And HS 1225, Sean 12, Reason 5. Spam in the chat. Spam in the chat. Get them, boys. I can hear the clicking on the Discord right now, and it's like very like serious, deliberate clicking. You know what I mean? And it looks like we're ready. Timer has started. We're underway. I don't. I'll ask the chat. Hey, do you dock at 1 or dock at 6 for undocking? I thought it was. Someone, Zimatique, do you dock in the system phase at the initiative of the carrier or at the initiative of the autopilot drone? Zimatique says carrier. Nabi said 1. Yeah, look it up. I'll let you know. We've got chat on the case. I'll let you know. And we're getting a rigged cargo chute drop. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too, X-Wing Debrief. I want consecutive responses. And Bosk will take that reinforce. Peer-reviewed independent research. That's what I want. And a 4K off the bat from Django. Saying, Han, no thank you. Han comes in and is gonna take a lock onto that debris in the center there for Kira. It's at the shuttle initiative. All right. It's at the shuttle's initiative. We're going to get a Jabba charge on the rigged cargo chute from Lando. Dock ship is able to deploy from the carrier ship during system phase. Perform the following steps. Choose a non-stationary, non-reverse maneuver on the dock ship style. Using the corresponding template, dock ship executes maneuvers using front guides, rear of the dock ship's starting position. The ship may perform one action while the ship is deploying. The ship would partially execute the... Alright. Sounds good. Yellow Jacket Pim with the sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming back. Exclamation point Pim in chat. Check out some high quality space miniatures. I've got a couple Pim ships. I like them. I like them a lot. That isn't... Pim was like, spell my name right, Max. Spell it right, ya boomer. Thank you saying he has two and they are awesome. And we got more ships on the way soon. That's true. When you say a couple, do you mean two or a few? I have, all right, so I have one Pim miniature physically in hand. And I have one, well, no, I have more than one. I have a LAT and 3 Deltas being finished up right now. And then hopefully going to be working with Pim on some giveaways for the future. Yeah, by a couple, I mean 5 eventually. All right, so Zam has been chosen. Two forward, yellow, flip struts. Takes the barrel roll right back. Links that calculate. Red, two forward. Yeah, he paints RZ2s. He specializes in RZ2s. And the barrel roll calculate from red. A 2 forward from green doesn't clip. And he'll just focus, and the Bactoid calculates. Lando the too hard. Just getting that arc in. Catherine is the only person I've seen fly an Ada and not just get them blown up like in 10 seconds. She's the only one who can do it. No one else. Here's Bosk. And Bosk will take a focus. Django, the one bank, gets rid of the stress. Probably not too worried about getting shot here. But also doesn't look like they're gonna get a shot. Him can replicate anything. You can do Starry Night on your ship if you want. Tries to boost, but it fails. Han. 3 banks onto the rock. Kira allows him to ignore it. That's some clutch flying right there. This yellow... Trade Federation drone is in a bit of trouble. Han probably just wants to focus here, I think. Or target lock. Target lock works as well. No, you don't want target lock. But he is going to lock. So he's going to focus. You don't want to lose the rock, because then you'll go through the thing next time and you don't get to avoid it. So Django will check. We got shots and betting's closed. Final bets 8 for Will, 5 on Epyonic. On now. Range 2 obstructed on red or yellow. And it's not gonna count as obstructed. So this is gonna be a banger. One for Han. One. So this is 5 on 2. And the roll. Oh my god, these bangers! Every 5 dice shot has just been great, and that's natties, but it doesn't matter. Red's off the board. No. Kira ignores it, so it's not. Yeah. And that's the dead red. Bloodshed not in short supply tonight. Yeah, we're gonna end up doing 3 games in 35 minutes. And this is Bosk now for 3. And ET1 turns into a crit. And he's going to take 2 ions here from Forlom to say no calculate. And the roll, 1 hit. And the crit will be split on yellow into 2, and that's half points on yellow. And now Lando, just 2 down 2 here. For the kill. Spends the focus. Yellow needs 1 evade and paint. Gets 1 evade. Gets 2 evades. Natties. There's some defense. Let's go defense. Defense. gonna be a tracer shot here. And this is going to be tracers on Bosk. And might as well spend it. And the tracers hit. And that will give Bosk a lock onto yellow, and he'll regain a charge. And if he's range 3, yeah. And going into Bosk. For 1. And we'll spend a block. And that's 2. And Bosk takes 2 shields. And Bosk will move his lock and recover a Zam charge. And this is going to be an energy shell charge shot now into Bosk. Ooh. Gonna spend the lock. 3 big crits. Okay. All right, Epyonic, I see ya. They're all going in. And that's 2 crits into Bosk. Let's see what they are. 1 loose stabilizer. Good one. Good one to get. And a blinded pilot. Another great one to get. Spear. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. How's your night going? So blinded pilot's gonna prevent Bosk from doing boss things, right? He can't split his dice. Whispered me, can I check it out? Sure can. Here, yo. Yeah, I'll check that out later, Spear. Boss needs to repair blinded next round. I agree. Does the too hard fit for Bosk to repair blinded? Does he even want no? Here's the thing: you want to go 1 forward, right? But he can get blocked, and he won't be able to do anything. Meanwhile, Django's yet to get in this fight, and I say yet. We've had 1 round of shooting, but still some blood. And speaking of blood, we've got a scoring update. Let's bring in Gerg. Gerg.
Score now is 5 minus.
Thanks, Gerg. And Forlom cannot pilot ability. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The long and the short of it. Well, they're setting dials. Today's stream brought to you by Diet Snapple Raspberry Tea. Sponsor me already, Snapple. Come on. 5 calories. It's good. Here's your Snapple fact. Of the 193 members of the United Nations, Britain has invaded 171 of them. I think that might be new. Did we just get a new Snapple fact? Check out quotes here. Yeah, that one's new. Put that in. And that's in, and that's our 98th Snapple fact. How do we get those last 22 countries invaded? Yeah, Raspberry. Yeah, I literally do this out of my love for Snapple. Lord knows I spend so much money on Snapple. It's pretty much all I drink, and I like it a lot. When I die, it's probably going to be Snapple related, to be honest here. I think you put the shuttle on there, yeah. And then it does its move. Yeah, it's on. Well, it was. Yeah, well, yeah. And then it just does its move, I think. We'll find out. Snapple fact so shocking it causes a heart attack. Drop shuttle, one straight, coordinate in hand, hand bump into it. Well, if he drops it one straight, just place it. There's a one forward from the shuttle. Yeah, you definitely would have to. So charge flips, stress, and the die roll safe from the debris. And Django will drop a bomb or a thermal detonator. It was working. Hey, you gotta put it on the end. I'll talk to Vulcan about it. I'm gonna make it. All right, system phase out of the way. The ones get to move now. There's a 2 hard. So yellow gonna choose a maneuver, see if he wants to maybe barrel roll to try to get a block on Lando. And it's gonna barrel roll and link into a calculate there. There's a 1 hard onto a rock, and he'll flip. And he's going to calculate yellow, or sorry, white. 3 forward. And we'll take the reload action, assuming he's going to bump into Bosk. Bosk goes right past everybody. Does he get rid of blinded or get rid of loose stabilizer? And he's getting rid of blinded. Lando does fit with the 2 hard. And this is going to be a cargo chute drop onto yellow. So yellow will take a stress and have to roll. Almost got him. And yellow will take another stress. Django 2 forward, and here we go. Facing down Bosk. Bosk's gonna get 2 cracks at the egg here. Well, Han hasn't moved yet, so let's see where Han ends up. And Django takes the lock into Bosk. And Han bumps. And that might actually not be obstructed, but it'll still be 4 dice from Han. Thermal detonator goes off, hits nobody. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think so, though. So this is range 2 into Bosk from Django for a hit. Does he dare spend Dooku? And it's going to spend the lock, and it ends up being a blank. Bosk takes 2. Let's see if he picked the right card. And it's you better mean business. And it's going to be a bonus attack for Bosk. So range 2 back now from Bosk. Or 1. And Django gets the evade. Han. Han. That was a bonus attack, so Han. Han has one obstructed shot available. He's going for the range 1 shot, 4 dice. So it's going to be 4 on 2. And Han, only 1. No reroll. And yellow lives. Ask now. Range 2 onto Django. And eyeballs again, doesn't get anything through. 2 shots on Django and couldn't manage. And three dice here from Lando. And Lando will take a stress to reroll. And ends up with 2. And blanks out. It's 2 on the factoid. So Lando pulling out the damage here. Now the ones get to see if they can do some damage. Red, you can choose unobstructed. There's 2. Oh, yeah. Thinking about a tracer shot, I think you just kind of go for damage here. And it's going to be a primary shot. Hit, crit, natties. On evades, that's 2 shields. Has Han range 3 unobstructed, or it could take a range 1 banger into Lano. And that's a hit in 2 eyes. Spends the calculate for 2 hits. Lando gets the evade. And we go back 2 dials. Autopilot drone, no shot. Lando's in a super awkward spot here. I think he 1 or 2 banks left. And then he's not in such an awkward spot. Let me bring up the dial, see what his blues are. Yeah, you 1 bank left, right? Pretty sure that's all you do. 1 bank left, focus, or drop another card or shoot. I think that would bump what? I don't think that's bumping anything. It might end up on the asteroid. If you're worried about it, you can 2-bank. That would definitely bump, but would get you past the asteroid. Stay stressed, though. And it looks like Will did not Jabba the rigged cargo chute. So Lando wouldn't be dropping anyway. So what do you think? Autopilot drone, coordinate a focus to Han. Han moves that focus onto that debris to his right, moves in that direction. It's like we're ready to go here. Charge. And he docks the autopilot drone. And Django will launch. Yellow, 2 forward bumps. We'll get the flip struts. Open struts. Green. It'll just stop on the asteroid and calculate. And the Bactoid will go 1 hard. And calculate. And now Will's 4s will move. Bosk will stop and you don't have a chute to drop right now. Boss takes the damage from loose stabilizer, fixes loose stabilizer. And Lando focuses. And there is move from Django. Django doesn't want to be there, but I don't think a boost fits. It might. But I don't know. It doesn't do you any favors. If you're Django, you just gotta focus right now. Han hits the debris and can't ignore this one. So Han will stress, have to roll, and no consequences. fine. And the thermal detonator goes off. And it's going to trigger. It hits Han and Lando. We don't have to. Yeah, you. Yeah, nothing for Han. And Lando. Yeah, takes crit. Yeah. Han takes nothing. Lando takes a crit. That thermal detonator goes off the board. Django gonna take the first shot here. Has range 2 on Lando, range 3 on Han. So range 2 into Lando. Haywood seems to be in control of this match, if you ask me. 1 crit. And he's gonna let it roll. No Dooku. It's an eyeball. Lando. And Lando will take a shield. Han has range 2 obstructed onto yellow, range 3 obstructed onto the Bactoid, or range 2 obstructed onto green. And it's going to be on green. So this is 5 on 3. Nope, never mind. It's going to be 5 on 3 here. Range 2. No mods. Ooh, 2 hits and a crit. And the roll. Oh, it was so close to Nanny's, but it wasn't enough. And that is a dead Trade Federation drone. So that is 5. Sorry, 4 shields down on Jango Fett after Bosk splits the damage. Lando now. So, Lando, range 1. And Lando could stress. And he will. Rerolls the blank. Hit, crit after spending the focus. Green. Blank. Spends back to calculate for a hit crit, and we'll see if green dies here. Here's the hit and the crit. Oh, it's a blinded. And the ones now get to shoot. Range 1 into Lando. And that's natties. I mean, Dooku's Lando roll, so it doesn't matter. Changes that evade into a blank. Lando will take hit, crit. Hit. Let's see what this crit is. It's a direct. And Zam. But Bosk is in no one's firing arc, so won't get to regen. And we will get a charge from Jabba to reload Lando's rigged cargo chute. Let's go to Gurg with that scoring update. Gurg.
Your score now is Epyonic 62, Will 57. How is this possible?
Thanks, Gurg. It is confusing. To be fair, Django's 1 point away from being halved, and that'll swing the points pretty dramatically. Who is the drone locked on? Looks like it's Bosk. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Hope you're having a nice night. If you haven't, you feel like joining our community, why not? Go ahead. Follow our Discord, ! Discord in the chat. Also, if you haven't given us a follow, hey, why not go ahead and give us a follow? Or if you're feeling spicy,
It's a trap!
if you're feeling spicy, you can sub. It's not a trap, maybe. And we're going to get some thermal charge drops here. All right, there we go. Green, gonna rotate. Yep, we'll calculate. Try to live. Back to it. 3 Harding. And he will focus. I know, clear stress.
Yeah. Again.
Bosk Banks.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
There ain't nothing boss can do. He's gonna be hitting those thermal detonators. And Bosk focuses. Let's see where Han and Django end up. Contraband cybernetics from Django. And there it is. Contraband. Bosk is going to stay middle. See what action he does. We will be doing Friday Night Marbles tomorrow, 7 p.m. Get your nickels on. And Django takes a lock on the Bosk. Han loses stress, gains the stress, and will have to roll. And never punished. That definitely hits Lando. So Bosk will roll for 2, Lando rolls for 1. Lando rolls. Takes a strain. And Bosk rolls. And 1 takes 1. Bosk down to 3. Django, you gotta try and finish off Bosk here. And it's gonna Dooku a crit. Three dice. Here's the roll. 1 hit, 2 blanks, can put a crit in. It spends the lock. Reroll the blank. And stays blank, so hit crit coming into Bosk. Bosk. Blanks. Bosk takes hit crit. Let's see what this crit is. It is a wounded pilot. Bosk has 1 left. As Hammer Jones, thank you for the follow. The fun name there. Han, looking for some bangers. Hey, what's up, man? 4 dice from Han now. Oh, nice. And Lando will take the stress to reroll. And it stays at 1 crit. Factoid. You probably have to. So the Factoid avoids taking damage. Now Bosk. Three dice from Bosk. And he turns that into 3 hits. Doesn't get a crit. And 2 go through. The Factoid survives on 1. He's going to shoot at Bosk. This seems like a risk, right? 2 hits, though. And Bosk will die. Gets the evade, doesn't matter. I'm good, man. Just, doing the stream thing. Yeah, Laura plays with us every Monday. Among Us has been nice to incorporate some of my real life friends in this time of no friends. So there's a few health left for Epyonic and a Dream, but he maintains the lead. Gurg, what's the score?
The score is Epyonic 88, Will H 84.
If Epyonic can, I don't know, not lose any more points, it's not looking that bad. Pretty much Django against the world right now. Don't expect the Factoid prototype to live much longer. Looks like we're ready to go. No systems. One forward and a calculate from the Factoid. Lando, the 1 bank, clears the strain and stress. And a focus. Django Fett, 1 forward, clears stress. And we'll take a lock onto Han. We'll see. Got Han by just a little. Han coming in. Han will take the focus. Range 2 into Han Solo now from Jango Fett. Rolls. Not a great roll. Spends a lot to reroll. Takes them all, and it's the same. They won't Dooku. And this will go in on the autopilot drone shield. It's currently docked. Han. And we're going to get a Dooku a blank. Ooh, there it is. And Bill gets to choose. And tries for the natties. Can't get it. The crit in on the Bactoid, and it pops. Django versus the world. It's only a 3-point game with 15 minutes left. And the good news right now is that Django is in the spot on the board where Han's not getting Han ability stuff right now, right? The bad news is he can't gun it with Django and go for the way more injured Lando right now. Joke's on you. We were speculating about Epyonic. So Epyonic can't gun it straight to go after Lando. So he might have to spend a turn going after Han and then try to leave Han behind and chase down Lando for the kill. And Lando just littering the field. And there is the one bank. If you're Epyonic, do you just boost here and try to get the block? A straight or a bank might end up with a shot from Han, but no shot from Epyonic. But he'll just focus here. And Han banks one, and that bumps. No shots for Lando. We're going to go back to dials. 13 and a half minutes left in this 3-point game.
Scores Will H 101, Epyonic 98.
Yeah, Lando. You know what? That's a good point, Pim. Will, the chat has brought it to my attention that Lando should receive a fine for all this littering. We're an environmentally conscious stream. So Jabba comes back with another raid cargo shoot on Lando, who's literally just dropping them for fun right now. And I have to imagine that Django is going to be moving as fast as possible to get shots in at Lando. I'm Django. I'm forever leaving Han in the dust here and just trying to chase Lando down. More. Oh, we're gonna get a drone drop. There is the drop of the drone. And he'll coordinate Han. He coordinates a rigged cargo chute. And it doesn't. We'll see. And Lando. And Lando will drop another cargo chute. Django 2 hards. Django's probably going to take one.
Again!
Thinking about the boost. Might just take a lock. Feel like his hand is hovering over the lock. He's going to take the lock onto Han. He's going to concede half points here. Han 1 banks. And Han will likely boost. Stressful. And that is a wounded pilot. Not the crit Django wanted to see. That should be half points in on Django, giving Will a big lead. And Django actually has a shot here on Lando. 1 in on Lando. Nails the evade. Han now. Need Dooku's a blank. And he'll get to change. And Natty's out. Django, hello. Lando now, range 3 obstructed, 2 versus 4. There's another Natty's. Django 2 evades. 7.5 minutes left. Your score.
Will H 150. Epyonic 110.
40 points separates them. And now Django has to kill Lando and half on Han, or just kill Han. The drone blew up. And it's going to be the last cargo chute. Django, 2 hards. And flips the crit. On 1 banks. Clear stress. And just takes a focus. Django, 3 on 1. The roll. Oh, bad. Has a lock though. Has a lock. The re-roll. A crit. A little better. And it's not going to Dooku. Han evades. Han. 2 dice back at Django. Doesn't get it. Lando. And Django gets the evade. Lando, range 2 obstructed. 1 hit. Or sorry, that's a crit. Django rolling 3. Could have Dooku just for evade. But gets it. Not a problem. We're back to Dallas with 5 minutes left. Look at all those cargo chutes out there. I think almost all of them, if not all of them. No, Han dropped 1. And Lando has dropped 4. Or no, 5. Lando's dropped 5. And Han has dropped 1. And Bosk never got around to dropping. Kind of rude. Lando, hard 3. Might be a nice time to just take a lock. Or he could rotate if he thinks. But he's just going to boost. And he's going to go for the block. And there is the 1 bank from Django. Django will focus on. And Han will take a lock. And he's going to focus instead of taking a lock. Oh, he's not. He's changed his mind. He moves his lock to that debris over there. Range 1 now from Django. And he's going to Dooku a crit. Dooku. And he spends the focus. 3 hits and a crit coming into Han. And Han blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a fuel-y crit. That brings Epyonic within 8. And Han natties. Django, 1 takes 2. Lando, range 1. One crit. Django is going to take it. That crit is a disabled power regulator. Probably doesn't have enough turns for that to really make an impact anyway. 145 left.
The score is 150 to 142 in favor of Will Haglund.
This game is coming down to the wire. Lando bugs out and will rotate. Django, a one bank. And he boosts. On the 3 turn. He moved his lock onto that debris, so no worries there. It still gets an action. And Han boosts away. Checks shots, nothing. We got one more turn. And there's just not a good spot for Django to go here. Can I get a fish is born to the waiting room, please? A fish is born to the waiting room. There's the timer. Lando 2 hards. He tries to boost. Doesn't work. Django threw an asteroid on a debris. So this is the roll for the asteroid. It's a hit. Django down to 1. Does the cargo chute finish him off? No. On 1 banks. Could boost and pretty much end this, but he moves it. Django, no shots. On range 3 obstructed. 5 on 4. 1 hit. Spends the lock. And 5. It turns into 5. Django dies. G's. Good games. And now it's time for the A-Wings. We are going to go back to our starting soon screen and get our third and final game of the night loaded up.